It's currently like 5, what's the time? Like 6 a.m. I woke up at 5. It's 0 degrees outside and I'm waiting for a bus to get to a job that I don't like, that I don't enjoy. I'm eating my one apple, banana, some peanut butter, and my porridge and water, with a cup of tea with no milk. And I'm about to start my day. Well, I'm starting my day. And this is not how I want to be starting my day. This is not how I'm going to be starting my day in the future. But, it be what it be. It's a necessary process. It's a necessary avenue to get to where I want to go. I know that within myself, I have the capabilities. I know that I'm just going to be greater than what I am now. I don't like thinking of it as I'm going to be greater than everybody else, because that's just not really a thing. How you meant to be worth more than another human being. That's not what I mean. I mean that the life that I'm living now is light years away from what I'm going to be living. And I know, to put it humbly, I guess, I want to live an eccentric lifestyle. And I want to live in a life where I have the opportunities and the choices to do whatever I want. I have the means to be able to, I want to see my family halfway across the world. I'm going to go see them, And I moved to England partly because of this, because of this ambition. The fact that I'm throwing myself in the deep end, in a world where I don't really, I got my family here, I got my dad and my sisters and that. But I don't have any friends here, I don't know anybody. I sort of have to just work shitty jobs and chase shit jobs for now until I get to a... I'm coaching, which is what I want to do. But I'm sort of just having to work like it's just hit 6 o'clock in the morning now. And I woke up half an hour ago to get up to go cut grass at a golf course. To some people, I guess that sounds quite nice, but to me, it's shit. I don't dislike it, but, it's nowhere compared to what I want to be doing. But in saying that, you can't have tomorrow without today. And my ambition and my dreams have become a little bit dangerous in the sense of, giving myself anxiety, unnecessary anxiety. And I'm putting too much pressure on myself to... No, it's not even pressure. I'm just like focusing so much on the future. I'm focusing on my goals and my dreams and going like having an idea and going, oh, I should do this. And how can we get there as quick as we can, instead of enjoying the processes that it takes to do said thing. Like, for example, I have a modelling agency in the future, and I'm sort of thinking of all the things that come with a modelling agency. Like, for example, I can hire this person, or I can go to this country and do this and work with this company. And it's like, well, if you're constantly thinking about the end goal, then one, you're never going to get anything done, but two, you provide an unrealistic standard for yourself, and it's just not fair. And I think I'm finding peace and content in, enjoying the actual, the starting steps. Like, for example, I'm researching more on Insta and just everywhere really about like actual male models and what is necessary and I guess for the criteria and how to get into it. Initially you need like headshots and things like that, but that's like that's expensive. It's a lot above my current pay grade at the moment. But you can buy fits and buy like different things are cheap for like on Depop and like brands like websites like that, or go to like charity shopping and find like cool things and make fits out of them and then post them on Instagram and things like that. And I guess that's sort of the avenue that I want to take, and that's a very creative thing to do, and I think you can only monetize something once you're trained and you're practiced and you're comfortable in, your creative side of things. And I'm not there yet, like this video, perfect. Like, I'm using this video to practice, I guess. I don't expect it to get thousands of views or anything like that. I don't expect it to change my life in any sort of way, but in the moment, like I'm practicing speaking to the camera. I'm practicing different camera angles. I'm practicing different narrating topics and things like that. And it's I think it's good. I enjoy just doing this because at the moment I'm just speaking to myself, and that's the best way to improve. I think the best way to improve is just talk things over with yourself. And I'm quite good at that. I like to think I'm quite good at that. If I have an issue, I talk to myself about it. If I have something that's not sitting right with me, I talk to myself about it. And recently, I've been feeling, like I said, anxious about the future because I'm so ambitious about the future, because I'm so, confident. And don't get me wrong, I still am, and I will be until I attain it. But you don't want to live in the future. You want to live in the now, and you want to maintain a level of presence. I was listening to a podcast the other day, and it's called The Psychology of Your 20s. And there was a specific episode, and she was interviewing Liz something, but she's the author of Eat, Pray, Love and Big Magic. And they were having a talk about what the meaning of purpose is, and how it's sort of been lied about to you, and how it's been sold to you as an idea that your purpose is something that is unique to you, that only you can do, and that you're meant to figure it out and then apply your entire life force into that purpose until you die. I just don't think that's the case, but I think that's what I was thinking. That's what I was. This is what I want to do, and that's all I'm allowed to think about. I'm not allowed to rest. I'm not allowed to do this. You have to be doing something towards this all the time, and that's just not. One, it's not a fair life, but it's not a fun life. It's not what life is meant to be. We live such an incredible, unexplainable existence, and for me to have the arrogance to go, yeah, I know what I'm meant to be doing. I know what I'm here for. And I know from birth to death what I'm meant to provide for the universe. That's just not, it's not humanly capable. It's not humanly possible. So for now, I think I'm just going to iron out the things that I enjoy. For example, like I've got 4 avenues I want to pursue. End goal, I want a record label. I want a modeling agency. I want an athlete coaching business. And I want to have a podcast and like a YouTube channel. I want to be a content creator. All those 4 things seem like big, extravagant dreams. At least to some people. To me, they do. And it's all nice to think about it and sit in fairyland about how, we're going to have this one day and we're just going to have it, so it's okay. We don't need to think about anything else. It's like, well, I sort of sat down with myself and said, how do we get there? How can we achieve those things? And it's, you need to enjoy the processes. You need to enjoy the starting. I need to enjoy coaching. I know I enjoy coaching. I love coaching. I need to enjoy, taking pictures of myself and posting them and being comfortable with myself, and and a part of that is your appearance. Your appearance is extremely important for modeling. And don't get me wrong, I like my appearance, but there's a certain criteria that you need to fit, and there's a certain level of discipline that needs to be applied to that, and I just don't have that discipline right now. It's not that I don't have it in me, it's just that my current physical appearance is represented by my most recent level of discipline, and that's where I'm at. That's, if I wanted to pursue that, then I need to pursue that, and I constantly I would put pressure on myself and being like, oh, you shouldn't eat that, you shouldn't eat this, you shouldn't eat this, blah 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 blah. Whereas now it's like, well, if you want this is how to get there. And rather than beating myself up about it, I put it on the table. Make it nice and simple. I'm like, this is the formula. This is what you want. This is how to get there. It's very simple. And I'll be nice to myself about it. I'm not angry. I'm not pestering myself. I'm like, you need to do this. You need to do this. I'm sort of just like, well, here it is, plain and simple. If you're going to do it, you're going to do it. If you're not, you're not. And I think that's the best way to work out what you really want, because I don't get me wrong, I like the idea of you having a modeling agency and doing that and doing this and traveling the world and all that, but I'm 20. Like, I'm not supposed to be able to know whether I'm going to be having a modeling agency in 2, 3, 5 years time. you know? So I need to just relax a bit. I want a record label as well, but how are you going to have a record label if you don't know anything about music? You know, so I'm practicing my music and I'm writing more and more, and I'm similar thing with the podcasting. I'm enjoying making things. I'm enjoying having that creative outlet and using it not only as practice but as fulfillment, and having an outlet to just express my intrigue and express my interest. That's another thing that this podcast I was listening to about. What they were saying is, you know, live a life of being interested, you know, follow where your curiosity takes you. And right now my curiosity is taking me to a point of creating content like I'm doing now, and just speaking to a camera and practicing editing and doing what you can, and music and doing all those things, and you know, taking fit pics and doing all that. And I'm excited. You know, I'm really excited because I don't have any pressure on myself. You know, I'm just creating because that's what I want to create. That's what I feel like creating. And I've needed that for a while, you know, for a long time, being an athlete and, you know, having to, you know, work a full-time job as well as being an athlete, as well as working part-time coaching, and it takes it out of you. And so when my free time, you know, is unhealthily spent on, you know, lashing out on food, or, you know, sitting and watching TV, or doing nothing really, just wasting life. And now it's like, well, I have something to do that's progressive, but I'm not doing it for the sake of being progressive, because then it becomes something different. You know, it becomes like, I'm chasing this, and I'm not chasing it. I'm becoming it. I'm enveloping my brain in something that intrigues me, and I think that is a form of presence. That is presence. That's the essence of presence, is being engulfed in what is in front of you. And that's my main goal at the moment, to be as present as I possibly can. And it's working quite well for me. It's started to work quite well for me. I say it's only recently that it's sort of taken its shape in my life, but I'm glad that it has, you know, because now I have, you know, the more you follow your intrigue, the more you follow your curiosity, you know, the more you like doing this video is just fulfilled something in me. That's just like, I want to make another video. I want to make more videos. I want to do more creative stuff, and then, you know, it gets to a point where I make enough videos where I get good at it. So I want to express myself, and I want people to see it because I'm proud of it. Don't get me wrong, I'm proud of myself, but I'm proud of the actual video I made, and I want people to see it. So then you learn the algorithm that goes into making good video, and then you buy good equipment and things like that. And I'm following the process properly. I'm starting from step 1, whereas I'm constantly trying to think about jumping to step 1,000. And I'm becoming more present, and I'm becoming more aware of where I'm actually at instead of where I want to be. And, you know, I'm going to title this video "Ambition is Dangerous," but ambition has been the biggest gift to me ever. Ambition has carried me through things, because, you know, I'll be through a tough time and it'll be like, it's okay because we'll have this. It's okay because we'll have this. And now it's like, well, I'm on that path. I'm on that train. You know, and I can get off wherever I want to. It makes sense to me. You know, I'm very content with where I'm at with that. I'm happy. I'm glad. But again, happiness is not something you want to chase. You know, it's the things that you love and the things that intrigue you and the things that breed your curiosity that you want to chase, and then in doing so, that provides you with happiness. And I think that's the beautiful thing about life, is that, you know, your emotions are a reaction to the world that you live in. Yeah, the world that you live in, or the world that we live in, doesn't isn't what creates your emotions. Your emotions that you let yourself have are what create the perspective of the world that we live in. And since having more discipline and since having more content in myself and showing myself more self-love, I've been able to be in control of my emotions a lot more, and that's helped me really see the beauty of all the small things in life. Yeah, might be right. But anyway, thank you for listening if you did. If not, then I'm speaking to nobody. Bye.